Throughout the years of Yu-Gi-Oh, there has always been an established meta. And that meta goes on to influence what people typically play at the larger events. But what if you took a list of every deck from the September 2011 meta, randomized them, and put them into their own single elimination bracket tournament, allowing for exactly one of every different type of deck to be represented? In this series, Joe and I will be playing out a full single elimination bracket tournament. Each week, Joe and I will be playing a different deck, and whatever deck wins will move on, and whatever deck loses will be eliminated. The goal of this series is to see if the traditional meta will reign supreme, or if a new champion will be crowned. Be prepared for jank winning, meta losing, and for the format as we know it to be turned upside down. Welcome to the Tournament of Tournaments.
All right, today I'm going to play a sort of Flamebell Monarch deck that's very reminiscent of what you'd see at Edison. It's going to have Caius, the Gravekeeper package, so I'm talking about Spy into Descendant. It's going to have Hamster. It's going to have sort of all those traditional cards. It has, obviously, Rekindling, the card that can absolutely break the game. It's very quintessential, just card advantage, passive, defensive deck. Uses cards like Flamevell Firedog and even Horn of the Phantom Beast to try and generate some card advantage. This deck, unlike Edison, gets to use Reborn Tengu. Tengu's a pretty cool card in this deck in the sense that when you Rekindling and eventually go into Scrap Dragon, which was also not out at Edison, you get to use Scrap Dragon's effect, pop the Tengu, search a Tengu. Maybe that original Tengu was used as synchro material. A lot of the combos that you'd see in decks like Scraps and other decks that try to use Tengu with Scrap Dragon, even actual Tengu plans do that too. So it's a pretty cool deck, very grindy, try to get a lot of card advantage, and we'll see how it goes.
My grandpa's deck has no pathetic cards. All right, today we're playing Exodia, the legendary, the one that every kid you talk to, who's like, oh, I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh! I had all 5 pieces of Exodia. It's the standard, right? We're playing it, so we're going to try to make it work today. And this is honestly one of the better builds to make it work. This is a sort of like a stun Exodia deck. Shout outs to Dustin Bourne. He played this at my locals way back in the day, and I really liked his take on it, so I kind of made my own version of it. But yeah, basically all you'd be doing is, you abuse the likes of, Sanguine plus Emissary to constantly search. And we run 3 copies of Skill Drain, so you can not only burn yourself for 1,000 to, enable Hope for Escape to draw you more cards, but also to turn off your opponent's effects, and specifically Thunder King, so you can guarantee get your searches off. But you're basically just going to be abusing these cards here with Skill Drain to kind of slowly grind out the game to eventually search all 5 pieces to your hand. This sounds like it'll take a while, but it actually happens really quickly. This deck can move really fast, and that's specifically because of the card Scrubbed Raid. So this is a continuous trap. It says, during the battle phase, you can send 1 card you control to the graveyard, except this card, to end the battle phase. So there's a lot of different uses for this card. For example, it says during the battle phase, not your opponent's, which means you can summon a Sanguine and attack, and then use Scrubbed Raid to send your own Sanguine to the grave to get a search right there. So you can trigger it during your battle phase if your opponent chooses not to attack or tries to play defensive to avoid you getting your searches. So that in itself is really strong, but also you can do things like flip a Reckless Greed or a Hope for Escape, and then you can chain the Scrub Raid and send that already flipped card, so you still get the draws off of it, but then you still end your opponent's battle phase. This in conjunction with Call the Haunted and Limit Reverse, where you're bringing back your floaters and then using them to search. You can send the floater, and then Call the Haunted will remain on the field as a dead card, and then you can send that again to end multiple battle phases. This is also why we're running Triple Dark Bribe, because you really need to keep these cards alive. A well-timed out to the Scrub Raid can actually end the game for you, but ideally using the likes of even Mystic Tomato to try to get you to your Sanguine, because the hardest piece to get is the head. You're hopefully seeing Exodia relatively soon. You have so much draw power in this deck to do it. Hope for Escape is a really, really cool card if you don't know what it does. If your opponent's life points is at least 1,000 higher than yours, pay 1,000 life points, draw 1 card for every 2,000 life point difference between you and your opponents. So yeah, this is really, really nuts because of the fact that, with Skill Drain, you're losing 1,000 when you flip this, and you're giving your opponent 1,000 with Upstart. You can take a few hits, and this can draw sometimes up to 4 cards, which is just a crazy, crazy card. So yeah, excited to bust it out. Excited to see if we can do it. In our side deck, we're going for a little spice. I do a smoke screen into TG. So this is like in the event that your opponent is going to side in like their Mind Crushes or even like their like, you know, like Dust Shoot, Mind Crush, trying to like deal with your Exodia. Like in this build, there's no win con if these get sent from grave or if you get hit with a Trishula. You're kind of gambling it, which means if you swap into something like this, then you can just play a standard TG stun deck, and it's honestly not that bad. And it might catch your opponent off guard because they might, you know, change up their side deck to deal with Exodia and then get punished when you have TG monsters on the field and you're just kind of stunning them out of the game. So that's kind of what we're going for. Don't know how it's going to go, but we'll give it a shot. Hopefully I can hit Joe with Exodia at least once. But yeah, let's hop into those games. All right, Tournaments, episode 31. We're besting out the alternate win condition. Gonna play some Exodia. Shout out to Dustin Bourne, because this is the guy I stole the build from. You know, he played this at our locals, or this kind of version of Exodia. And you're playing the old classic Flamvell that just never quite was good enough, but always was kind of good.
Yeah, this is an interesting deck that kind of looks more like an Edison deck, but we have Tengu in it, so we'll see what happens.
True. All right, well, I gotta go first again. I'm on a lose streak. Coming off my big win streak. On the big lose streak now. Going first doesn't feel bad, though. Let's see. All right. I'm going to set 1, set 2, and pass. Draw for turn. Stand by main.
Yeah.
I will set a card. Flip summon Emissary. Enter battle phase and attack.
Yeah, damage step.
Okay. I'll take 900 and I will search. Would you like to search a vanilla?
I can't.
I'll also... Yeah, we'll set another card and I'll pass.
All right, attempt to enter battle phase.
I will activate Call of the Haunted, targeting Emissary of the Afterlife.
Sure. Still in battle phase.
Yep.
Attack.
Attempt Scrub Raid. Declare the effect. Send Emissary to end the battle phase.
Yeah, when you want to send Call to open up the back row spot, or is there some reason?
It's
not to
because
do it
I
that
can
way?
then also send Call to...
Oh,
CMC.
okay, yeah, touche. Yeah, that's awesome.
And then I'll add the left leg to my hand.
Huh, that's cool.
Yeah, weird synergies with this deck. That, or if I draw a magic plant and I get a draw 2 off of it, which is power 2.
Oh, that's cool. That is pretty cool. I feel like the best way of playing against this deck
Sure.
is to do something like this.
That makes sense.
Effect on the Tengu and this card.
That's sad, but fine. I can't activate it for the draw 1. Drop. Stand by main. Duality.
Resolves.
I'll take the upstart.
Sure.
We're going to fire that off and draw a card. Beautiful. Set 2 and pass.
That targeting the middle back row on my side, and this.
I will chain it. So that makes the difference 2,000.
All right, I'm gonna chain to shoot.
No.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, do I just wait?
Wow, that was
Wait. Actually, I'm gonna
aggressive.
chain reckless just in case. Just in case.
I still think you have to resolve the chain.
Yeah.
Though.
Well, no. I think as soon if it hits hand, it's game. Okay, I didn't get it. It's fine.
Okay. Scrub road, scrubbed, and okay. Sure. Yeah, get rid of. I don't know. You can pick the piece.
Sure.
Just tell me the one. Okay, that was the
Left arm.
Left
Yeah.
arm. All right, raid and road. Raid plus road. Okay.
And then I draw 1 from my hope for escape. Not bad.
Yeah. Okay. 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 Raid plus road plus 3 pieces and 1 unknown. Raid, road, 3 pieces, unknown. This is our current game state. Okay. All right.
Oof. That's pretty good. Damn.
All right.
I needed the skill drain. Actually, I needed the Exodia piece, really.
Yeah, I drew all my MSTs, so that wasn't going to work out.
Oh,
either.
yeah. That's kind of sad. Well, I mean, I needed to... skill drain's also good because it lowers your life points for hope for escape. So I needed to pay the 1,000 to drop my life.
Sure.
For, like, another draw. But, yeah, either way, a little sad. But it's fine. You know, we'll go to game 2, see if Exodia can pull it out. All right. I get to go first again. You know, there's what could possibly go wrong. I'm gonna fire duality. Do I take the reckless? Nah, we're just gonna use this. I will set a card and then set 2 and pass. Nice. Go. All right, this is gonna be cheeky. Flip summon.
Okay.
I will enter battle phase, and I'm going to scrub raid my own emissary to end my battle phase.
I accept.
Declare the effective emissary at left leg to hand. I will then Call of the Haunted, bringing back emissary, and Magic Planter.
I accept.
So I will draw 2, and then I get to search a piece. I will then set an army and pass.
Effects of a hamster.
Skill drain.
Interesting. You have 2 pieces in hand?
Yes.
That I know of, right?
I'll take. All right, in end phase, I will activate Hope for Escape and chain Hope for Escape. So I will take 2,000 and I will draw for the difference. So I get draw 2 for each. So draw 4. And I will also Reckless Greed. All right. Oh shit. Sorry, I can't draw that card. But I'm going to see it anyway.
Fair. Must not have been the last Exodia
No,
piece.
it's not good. But it is something even better. Another skill drain, if that's considered better. In fact, this is a pretty shit. I think I will take the skill drain.
Sure.
Go. Oh, for hand size, I'll discard this creature swap.
And phase.
Sure.
You're confident that means you probably just have another one. I was hoping that you didn't, but what can you do?
Colossal butter.
Yeah, I don't know. None of the other. I mean, it's the same attack strength as Scrap Dragon. I mean, all right, fine. I'm just gonna go Scrap Dragon. It is just strictly better in case I get rid of the skill drain. It is just better. Okay, so if that's tomato, I guess I do want to flip this because it does damage.
Sure.
All right, here we'll summon him.
Sure. Hit the last Tengu.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Attempt to go to battle phase.
Sure. Effect.
Yep.
Game.
All right. I accept.
We did it. Yeah, I had another game where I just had 4 pieces in hand, like, right away. And I was like, okay, I just need to see the head. And then I just couldn't see the head. But this is why we put tomato in, so we could potentially see the head. Fine. We'll just go for it. We'll send it. You want to let me go first? Oh, okay.
No, I haven't gone first in a while, it feels like.
True.
It's nice to go first. Go ahead, duelist.
All right, no decree was set, so I'll take that. I'm gonna draw a card.
I've got like enormous blowouts in my side deck, but I just don't draw them. There's 8 cards that I think are just enormous against your deck. Sure.
I'm going to attack.
I accept.
I'll take 300.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll take 700.
Yeah.
Nice. I'll take that. And go ahead.
Attempt to go to battle phase.
That is fine. I'll take the 17. Drop. Ooh. Well, call.
Yeah. Yep.
Get the Sangan. I'll crash again.
Sure.
I'll take 700. Unfortunately, lose the call. But it do mean that I get to add another piece. And I'll activate Hope for Escape.
Yep.
So the difference is currently 5,000, unfortunately. So I get a draw 2. I'll Reckless Greed. I will set a card, set another card, set another card, and pass to you. I'll bribe that.
Huh. Is that right?
Oh, yeah. This sad.
That's not sad. You have 2 pieces that I know of currently in hand.
Right.
Knowing you're just sitting there with all of the pieces.
That is fine. Spicy. Why does this card keep coming up?
I have the combos.
2,500. 200. In your main phase 2, I'm gonna reckless greed.
Yep. Did you get it?
I didn't get it. No. No!
Target himself.
Damn it. Oh, that's so sad.
Sorry. What can I say?
We had...
Oh, you really were far.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I needed the MS... So, technically, if I could have got one more turn of nothing... So, like, I guess if you wouldn't have Randy spaced the... Or Randy Ryko hit the scrubbed raid, and I could have survived a turn, which I guess actually there's no way, because with mind control it's doomed. But yeah, I needed a way. Yeah. I basically just needed to survive the next turn, and I think I would have been okay, because like the plan was just normal emissary double crash for game.
Warning was gonna do something to that.
Let's see. Do I hit it with the upstart? I don't hit it with the upstart. Yeah, it wasn't gonna happen.
I'm really glad that we didn't just have a game that was just completely one-sided by one of these. Now, granted, it would have made my life easier. But even this card is nuts against you.
Oh, true. Oh, yeah, DD Crow's really good against me, too.
Yeah, and then if at any point I summon this guy...
Yeah.
It's...
Well, see, I don't know how you did it. You don't got pooned.
No, I'm pretty sure I put him back in.
Really? Okay, yeah, I was gonna say he's necessary for the Trish.
Oh no, I cut him.
Nice.
I cut him. Yeah, I cut him. Yeah. Well, there's ways. I bet the math gets a little bit weird, but I bet there's
Reborn
a way.
A Crow.
Pretty
much.
Yeah, I mean with Ryko and a Crow, I don't know. Maybe not.
I think it's Reborn a Crow, and you get it with a rekindling player like Fire Dog plus Magician.
Yeah, exactly.
We also saw an impressive non-existent amount of Fire Dogs in this set. Like, I don't think we saw this card resolve once. Oh, wait.
So, when you started crashing, I realized I probably should just normal summoned this.
Yeah.
I didn't think you would crash on the first turn like that, but I guess there is a combination where you would.
Yeah.
So I wanted to play summon Tengu because I had Caius in hand, and I wanted to have the option of making a Caius play. But when you started crashing on that first turn, I was like, oh, maybe in this matchup you do just start with Fire Dog. Because Tengu didn't end up doing anything. I just used it as material. Yeah. A really important material because it got rid of your emissary. Yeah. Maybe I do just summon Fire Dog instead. I don't know. Summoning Tengu, I felt, give me more options. But that may just be
the only reason why I crashed is because I had Hope for Escape. So I was trying to get value out of it, and I was like, okay, I get a piece plus I get to at least a draw one threshold off Hope for Escape if I crash Sangan into Tengu, which is why I was like, this seems like an okay play. But honestly, you crash as much as humanly possible just to try to get to the end. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to get those pieces as quickly as possible because this deck is so fragile. And especially since I just was not seeing them skill drains, like, skill drain is really what keeps you safe.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So you really got to go aggressive. And at the very least, you're thinning your deck, right? Like, you're just trying to thin your deck as much as possible as well to try to get there. But I don't know. I'm actually happy with how the deck performed. I don't think it performed too poorly. I mean, I'm sad I didn't see the skill drains, but
I don't think in my entire 20-year career, including back in the day where people played these stall Exodia type strategies, that I've ever actually lost to Exodia until today. I can't definitively come up with any time.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, I think, like I said, my buddy Dustin Bourne, you know, he like played this at our locals a lot. He was the one who kind of figured out that Scrub Raid had a lot of synergies with a lot of these cards, which is why I thought this was actually like the most competent version of Exodia I had seen. Like, I really liked it. Like, there's also, like, in this format, people played the Piper Exodia, but I just like this because of the fact that you run skill drain. So, like, you really slow your opponent's plays downs, and this combos with Hope for Escape for draining your life points. And you also, like, have that crazy thing, like, the fact that Scrub Raid has so many uses, like, I can enter my own battle phase and kill my own Sangans. Like, it's like you can't even play around not attacking, right? Like, you can't really stall because I can just force the activations myself using Scrub Raid. So that's why this card is just crazy good in exactly Exodia.
Yeah.
But it's also why we have to run, like, we max out on Dark Bribes and stuff because, like you kind of saw, like a well-timed MST can just ruin your day. So things have to go relatively well for it to work. But I mean, like, pretty much all the games I saw 4. This game I saw 3, but like I was pretty close to seeing 4 pieces again, right? At least. So within a couple turns, like, you see most of your pieces, right? That's also why we run Tomato, is because, like, the head is the hardest one to get in this. You just need Sanguine so you can get the head to your hand. Other than that, it's really easy to just resolve Emissary like 3 times and win the game.
Yeah. It's cool. Interesting deck for sure.
All right, guys, that is going to wrap it up for this week's episode of Tournament of Tournaments. As a reminder, me and Joe release new episodes of the series every single Friday, so make sure you are subscribed not only to me, but also to Joe to help support us in making this series and, stay up to date on when the new episodes come out. Other than that, thank you so much for watching, and make sure you guys have a great time dueling today.